Hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be the first video I ever produce without an intro, without a tease, because I feel that for this video in particular, there shouldn't be a tease. There shouldn't be an open to the show or to this video. Um, I want to share my thoughts on the ongoing issue with Major League Baseball, the Major League Baseball Players Association. Um, Obviously, we're all dealing with uh, a pandemic that none of us have ever seen in our lifetime. In fact, the first ever pandemic this world has really seen in over 100 years since the Spanish flu of 1918. And we all know what the end result of that was if we know our history. But I wanted to talk about what's going on with Major League Baseball and the MLBPA. I think the whole thing is disgraceful. I think that the Players Association is really not caring about what's really more important here. I know that health is a priority. I know that health is a great importance to all of us, especially now that we're dealing with an invisible enemy, an enemy that unfortunately in this country has taken the lives of 100,000 people. One of those people was a close friend of mine who I knew for years. And when I go on Twitter right now, and I turn on TV, ESPN, Yes Network, and I see that the Players Association is saying no to a proposal by Major League Baseball that involves a 50-50 revenue share and extensive health protocols for players. And the fact that I see that the Players Association rejects this protocol really makes me question whether or not these players even care about the fans. I think it's disgraceful when another professional sports league like the NHL, can reach an agreement quickly and begin the phases of starting their mini training camp and resuming their season, and also the NBA, which also is in the process of doing so. And same thing can be said about soccer, the professional leagues in Europe, the MLS here in America. And I see these leagues that are really, making big strides towards, restarting their seasons or starting their seasons, because many of them, haven't even started their professional seasons yet. And when I see this happening in other leagues, and not in a league like Major League Baseball, which is a league that I've watched and many have watched since they were kids, and that they are a fan of to this day as adults, it breaks my heart as a baseball fan, because I, like so many others, pay these outrageous ticket prices to go see grown men play a kid's game. Grown men that get paid millions of dollars, just to throw a baseball as hard as they can, or to hit a baseball as far as they can. And when I see that these players are rejecting these proposals out of greed, it makes me question why I'm even a fan of the game. You know, at the end of the day, the people who end up losing is the fans and the poor people who, work on game days at the stadiums, security personnel, guest relations, part-time stadium operations people, and as someone who, as I've mentioned in my previous videos, as someone who worked for the Yankees for 5 years as a guest relations ambassador, who was part of the game day staff, who earned $15 an hour, for X amount of days a week. It bothers me because I have a lot of friends who are still in that position, who unfortunately are not receiving a paycheck from their team because of this. And it's just sad, and the whole thing is sad. And I really wish that Major League Baseball, the Players Association most importantly, can get their acts together and realize that at the end of the day, this isn't about them. It's not about their money. It's not about who gets paid higher or who gets paid lower. It's about the people who need this, who need sports to come back, who need baseball to be a emotional relief for them, during this pandemic. And unfortunately, we're not seeing that from the players, and it needs to happen. Guys, let me know what you think about this topic in the comments section down below. As always, like, share, and subscribe to this video. And also, if you want to see more videos like this, hit the emoticon or the card on the upper left-hand corner. Thank you guys. Take care, stay safe, and most importantly, stay positive.